Topic: Stop studying English, start living it. How to make English a natural part of your daily life. Intro. Let me ask you a simple question. How many years have you been studying English? Maybe 5 years. Maybe 10. Maybe even longer. Now let me ask you another question. How many hours do you actually live in English every day? For many learners, the answer is only a few minutes. They study English for 30 minutes, then spend the rest of the day thinking, speaking, reading, and living in their native language. Then they wonder, why am I not becoming fluent? The answer is simple. You cannot expect a language to become natural if it is only a small part of your life. Today, we're going to talk about something that changes everything: how to stop studying English and start living it. Let's begin. Chapter 1. English is more than a subject. When you were in school, English probably meant homework, grammar exercises, vocabulary tests, exams, marks. Because of that, many people still connect English with stress. But language isn't a school subject. It's a way of communicating. Think about your first language. Did you learn it from grammar books? No. You learned it because you lived with it every day. You heard it. You spoke it. You laughed in it. You argued in it. You dreamed in it. That's exactly how English should become part of your life. Chapter 2. Build an English morning. The first hour of your day shapes your mind. Instead of checking social media immediately, start your morning with English. Read one short article. Listen to a 5-minute podcast. Watch one educational video. Say good morning to yourself in English. Describe your plans for the day. Even 10 minutes every morning creates momentum. Your brain begins the day thinking, English is important. Chapter 3. Change your digital world. Think about how many hours you spend looking at your phone. Now imagine if every notification, every menu, every setting was in English. Without extra study time, you'd see English hundreds of times every day. Change your phone language. Use English on your computer. Follow English-speaking creators. Watch English content that genuinely interests you. Technology can become your teacher. Chapter 4. Learn English through your hobbies. Many learners force themselves to study topics they don't enjoy. That's exhausting. Instead, use your hobbies. If you love football, watch football videos in English. If you enjoy cooking, follow English cooking channels. If you like business, read business articles. If you're interested in technology, watch tech reviews in English. Learning becomes easier when curiosity replaces obligation. Chapter 5. Talk to yourself without feeling strange. Some people think talking to yourself is unusual. Actually, it's one of the best language exercises. Describe what you're doing. Explain your plans. Imagine answering interview questions. Practice conversations before they happen. Your brain doesn't care whether another person is listening. It only cares that you're using the language. Chapter 6. Turn everyday moments into lessons. Everyday life is full of opportunities. While cooking, name every ingredient. While shopping, read labels in English. While driving, describe the traffic. While cleaning your room, name every object. The goal isn't to create extra study time. The goal is to turn ordinary moments into English moments. Chapter 7. Stop counting hours. Many students proudly say, I studied English for 3 hours today. But what really matters is this. How much English did you actually use? Reading passively is useful. Watching videos is useful. But using English is what creates fluency. Instead of counting study hours, count English moments. How many times did you think in English? How many times did you speak? How many times did you write something? Those moments matter more. Chapter 8. Build tiny daily habits. You don't need dramatic changes. Small habits are enough. Learn one useful phrase. Read one page. Write 3 sentences. Speak for 5 minutes. Listen to one podcast. Tiny habits feel easy. Easy habits become consistent. Consistency creates fluency. Chapter 9. Stop waiting for motivation. Some days you'll feel excited. Other days, you'll feel lazy. That's completely normal. Motivation comes and goes. Habits remain. Brush your teeth every day. Not because you're motivated, Because it's your routine. English should become the same. Something you do automatically. Chapter 10. Live the future today. Imagine the person you want to become. Someone who speaks English confidently, travels comfortably, communicates with people around the world, gets better career opportunities. Now ask yourself, what would that person do today? They wouldn't wait. They would practice. They would read. They would speak. They would continue learning. Become that person. Before you feel like that person, your actions shape your identity. Chapter 11. Create an English environment without traveling. Many people believe they must move to an English-speaking country to become fluent. But that's no longer true. Today, English is everywhere. It's on YouTube. It's in podcasts. It's in books. It's on websites. It's on your phone. The question is not, where do you live? The question is, what language surrounds you every day? Create your own English environment. Listen to English while exercising. Read English while having breakfast. Watch English before sleeping. Little by little, your brain begins accepting English as a normal part of life. Chapter 12. Stop being a passive learner. Watching videos is helpful. Reading books is helpful. Listening to podcasts is helpful. But none of these activities alone will make you fluent. Real learning happens when you interact. Pause the video. Repeat the sentences. Answer the questions. Write your own examples. Turn every lesson into a conversation. Passive learners collect information. Active learners build skills. Be an active learner. Chapter 13. Build an English lifestyle, not a study schedule. Many students ask, how many hours should I study? A better question is, how many moments can I spend in English? Instead of creating one long study session, spread English throughout your day. 5 minutes in the morning. 10 minutes at lunch. 5 minutes before bed. Your brain learns better through regular exposure than through occasional long sessions. English should become part of your daily rhythm. Chapter 14. Improve by asking better questions. Instead of asking, why is English so difficult? Ask, what can I improve today? Instead of saying, I can't speak English. Say, I can't speak English yet. One small word, yet, changes your mindset completely. Every successful learner focuses on solutions instead of problems. The quality of your questions shapes the quality of your learning. Chapter 15. Learn from every conversation. Every conversation teaches you something. Maybe you learned a new word. Maybe you discovered a pronunciation mistake. Maybe you realized you need more confidence. Don't forget those lessons. After every English conversation, ask yourself 3 simple questions. What did I do well? Where did I struggle? What will I improve next time? Reflection turns experience into progress. Chapter 16. Make mistakes your teachers. Many learners treat mistakes like enemies. Successful learners treat mistakes like teachers. Every mistake shows you exactly what needs improvement. Don't hide from mistakes. Study them. Correct them. Practice again. The more mistakes you fix today, the fewer you'll make tomorrow. Remember, a mistake repeated is a problem. A mistake corrected is progress. Chapter 17. Develop the habit of daily curiosity. Curious people learn faster. Whenever you hear a new expression, ask, when do people use it? Whenever you hear a new pronunciation, ask, why does it sound like that? Curiosity keeps your brain active. Learning becomes exciting instead of stressful. Never lose the habit of asking questions. Chapter 18. Celebrate small progress. Don't wait until you're fluent before feeling proud. Celebrate today's achievements. Maybe today you understood a difficult sentence. Maybe today you spoke for 5 minutes without stopping. Maybe today you learned one useful phrase. These small victories matter. They remind you that you're moving forward. Confidence grows one success at a time. Chapter 19. Think long-term. Many people want fast results. But language learning is a long journey. Imagine investing a small amount of money every day. At first, the growth seems slow. But after years, the results become remarkable. English works the same way. Every page you read, every podcast you hear, every conversation you have, is an investment in your future. Keep investing. The rewards will come. Chapter 20. Become the person who never stops learning. This is the final lesson. Don't make English your temporary project. Make it part of who you are. Fluent speakers continue learning. They discover new expressions. They improve their pronunciation. They explore new ideas. Learning never truly ends. And that's the beauty of language. Every day is another opportunity to become a better communicator. Not just in English, but in life. Final message. Today, you've learned that English is more than grammar, more than vocabulary, and more than exams. It's a way of thinking, a way of communicating, a way of connecting with people all over the world. From this moment, stop asking, how can I study more English? Start asking, how can I live more English? Because the day English becomes part of your daily life is the day fluency stops feeling impossible. Remember, one sentence every day, one conversation every week, one new lesson every month. Small actions, repeated consistently, create extraordinary results. Thank you for joining this complete lesson. If you enjoyed it, subscribe to the English PK and continue your journey with us. Keep learning, keep improving, keep living English. And I'll see you in the next lesson.